Oh, hey, we did it.
Sorry.
Good morning. No,
Did I throw you off?
no, I just looked away for a second. I don't know. It's a Tuesday after
Tuesday.
a holiday weekend here in the States, and I'm waking up. It's okay. It's okay to say it sometimes. Like, I'm tired and I just wanted to sleep more today. But I hope you all have your coffee. You've brought your questions, because I'm Matt. This is Dan, and we're here to answer said questions.
We are here to answer those questions.
Dan, when did people stop lighting fireworks off in your neighborhood last night?
I don't know. I fell asleep around like 11:30, and there was still the occasional firework going off. So
that sounds about the same here. I got in bed about 11:30, and it was still happening. So
yeah,
they just wanted to make sure you knew about it.
Yeah.
Well, great. Yeah.
Hey,
it's probably gonna happen again tonight too.
Yeah. Did you have a good 4th? Did you have a good weekend?
Yeah.
We had in the comments. Let us know. Sure, it was a holiday weekend here in America, but it doesn't mean you can't have a great weekend. Yeah. Curious how everyone's doing.
Yeah, it went well. We had some people over. We played some games. There were kids everywhere, which is pretty normal. But yeah, it was good. I honestly feel like we get like the 4th off for the holiday, but I really feel like we should get the 5th off instead. Like, let everyone work a half day on the 4th, and then have the 5th off, because everyone's up late anyways on the 4th. Like, and then we all have to get up and work the next day. So
that's I like the way you're thinking.
I'll make some phone calls for everybody. No problems. If there's any other holiday you want me to talk about, just let me know before I call.
Run for the president. That can be your running tagline or whatever.
One promised extra half day off. You're welcome.
I promise you an extra half day off. You'll get the 4th off, but you're going to get the whole 5th off.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Terry says, the Canadian Day was on the 1st. That's right. I forget that they're so close.
Hey,
yes, they are. So
was it Canadian? What did you call it? What's it called? Canada Day? Canadian?
Yeah, Canada Day.
Hey, happy Canada Day. That's awesome.
Hey, I do see. Good morning, everyone. I see you're all saying
dogs. Dogs do hate fireworks for sure.
Yep, they do. Yeah.
Our dogs are too old and deaf to hear them, but
what?
Yeah.
Yep. It's definitely a thing. Our cat is an indoor-outdoor cat, so he was like army crawling from the backyard to the door yesterday. So
yeah.
Hey, I see a question. If you're just joining us, ask your questions here in the comments. Like, this is why we do this, to answer your questions and help you make better live streams, whether we're tired or not. Like, we can do it. Dan and I can basically do this on autopilot, because we have been doing some form of live streaming or helping people live stream for, I mean, between the two of us, almost a lifetime.
Yeah, you have a senior product educator and a community manager. Who else do you need? Probably Ernesto.
Yeah, well, you don't have to say that. Like, right, we're good enough, okay?
All right, we're the Tuesday B team today.
Yeah, it's Tuesday B team. That's fine.
But I can answer this first one here.
Is it possible to use one camera? Are you talking about that one? Yeah. Is it possible to use one camera vertically while the main switcher device is horizontal? Good question.
So in order to do vertical video, it's one or the other. It's either you're going to have vertical video or landscape, the 16:9 video. So
I do like that idea, though, honestly. Like, it would be cool if you could mix and match. But I think just thinking about how your street,
making me question my. I don't think you know.
I don't think you can. It would be nice, but thinking about how your viewers are watching, like how it would be bringing those bars in on the side and back out and in and out. And I don't know how well it would flow. Unless you somehow can make it full screen. Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question, but the answer is sadly one or the other. So
yeah. Now I will say that if you are using an iPhone as your main switching device and you hold it vertically, you still have the option to do horizontal or vertical video. So like I could hold my phone up like this and still get the 16:9 vertical video, which is how I typically use switcher when I'm using an iPhone as my main switcher. So yeah, that's important to know as well. But thanks for that question. That kind of feature request as well. Not sure what's possible with that, but we can at least take some looks and see.
All right. Hey, just moving down here on YouTube again. Ask us your questions if you're just joining us. Like, we want to make sure we can answer them for you.
If not, you can get stuck with Matt and I just talking about
just
random things,
yammering about whatever we want to yammer about. Yeah.
It's probably going to be board games and hockey. Let's be honest.
Gen Con's coming up here in less than a month now. We can talk more about that later. Yeah, Gray Daniel says, good morning. I was having issues yesterday when trying to live stream. The system continued to say that there was a storage issue, but there is no videos in the library of the Switcher app.
Okay. If there is, okay, so I think there's an extra bit of this, and this is my question is, with that message come up, if it was an internal storage and not the app storage. I have an idea of what this was. I don't think it was anything Switcher related. I'm going to tell you about a couple different things here, but my guess is you are out of iCloud storage, and Apple and iOS is awful about just putting that pop-up on screen saying upgrade your storage or close. So try turning off your iCloud if that's the issue. That might have been what's going on. But I can also show you in Switcher, this is the way to check that, to see how much storage is there. So up in the upper left, there's this eye with a circle that's blue right now. If I tap on that, it's going to show me the stats of all the devices I have connected. So this could be Switcher devices or those external devices connected as well. And you notice one of those things here is use storage. So if that's super full, this bar will be all the way to the right. And that blue eye up there will change to yellow or red if it's out of storage. Now, mind you, you need storage on every single device that you have connected if you're recording on those. So if you had remote cameras connected and those are also set to record, and I'll show you where that is in a second, if you run out of storage, that camera could drop out and not be able to be recorded. So that's down here under this Outputs tab. If I scroll down, you can see under Advanced Settings, under Recording, we can come in here and you can choose if you're recording the remote cameras. There's also this Record Live Output option. You could just turn that off if you're really only worried about streaming and that stream and you don't need the recording afterwards. You could disable that. And now you're just going to live stream and the storage isn't going to be an issue at all. I'll give you one more extra kind of bonus piece of advice. With Switcher, all the accounts now have the ability to multi-stream. So if you set up a multi-stream, even if you set up a multi-stream and stream to one destination, you can enable cloud recording, and from there you can go in and download that video from Switcher. And that would be the same thing as what was recorded on this device. So you're going to get a really high quality, good version of that as well. So there's some options for things to check out and what might be going on there.
Yeah. And just real quick to go back to multi-stream, I feel like we're finding more and more people haven't realized that multi-streaming is built right into the Switcher app, like with no extra charge. Like if you have a subscription, you can now stream to YouTube and Facebook or wherever you want to, honestly.
Except for mine, because I'm using a beta version over here. It should say
not Dan,
over here.
Not
Sorry, guys. I need to update that one. I can get that on here.
I know a lot of you were using a third party to be able to stream to multiple locations, but you don't have to do that anymore. It's here, tested, and I think early on people were nervous, but you should be good to go now. So, great, Daniel. Hopefully that answers your question. Please, I honestly would first check the little eye and see what it's saying, what your storage level is, and then kind of go from there. If you're still having issues, reach out to us at support@switcherstudio.com. Dan can probably put the address here on the screen as soon as you can
do that. Do you want this one?
There. Yeah, there it is.
No, so that's the wrong one. That's the
don't go there. Hey, there it is.
Go there too. That has useful information.
If you can't figure it out with those couple tips and tricks that Dan gave you, please send us a message there, and we can hopefully take a deeper dive and figure out what's going on. Yeah, great. It was a good question. That was a really good question. Hey,
Don here really quick. Yeah, it's just Facebook user. That's because he's got the stream account probably connected to Switcher. But I'm going to say good afternoon because I'm sure, unless you're somewhere else in the world, I have a feeling it's probably afternoon in England right now.
Hey, I will also. Yeah, well, if you're watching, let us know if you all live streamed this past weekend or maybe yesterday for the holiday here in the States. Let us know. Did you live stream? How'd it go? What did you live stream? I honestly, like, seeing other people's videos just helps me improve my own video as well. Not like I'm trying to steal ideas, but like it's just giving ideas and, you know.
Hey, I'll tell you, I want to like, you know how like people will record fireworks and then like you never look at them again. I feel like a live stream of fireworks, I would go back and watch. Did anyone live stream fireworks? Let's switch here. I think that would be an interesting live stream to see.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah, I feel like we take photos and video of fireworks, but yeah, definitely don't watch. Usually afterwards, like, oh, there they are. You might post.
I just listen to them in my bedroom.
Yeah, that's the same. I'm more of an auditory firework guy. So. Morning, Phil. Hope you're doing well. We're all trying to wake up here still a little bit. If you are just joining us, please ask your questions. Dan and I, we're here for you, and we won't stay longer than we need to. So if there aren't questions, then we will go about our days. We have stuff to do as well. So we would definitely want to help you make your stuff better. So
well, we're here with the enthusiast group in YouTube now. So I'm trying to think if there's anything exciting coming up that we could talk about too.
I see some events that were.
Oh, cool. Yeah, let's see what we got here.
Samuel Cherry said I streamed a City 4th event. That's awesome. It's great to like just be able to do that for the city and for the people. That's so cool. We do a live show every Thursday night at 6 p.m. Central Time, 90 minutes. I'm assuming it's jewelry. Am I right there, or am I just totally wrong? I'm just guessing by your name there. I will be doing, starting here in August, I'm going to be doing it every other Saturday at least.
Board game
stream. Yep. So I've been working on getting that all
set up. When are we going to play a board game, Matt? Like,
I don't know. Oh, Dan, this is like off topic here. You all can like listen in and a little check out Board Game Arena. You can play board games like turn-based at your leisure with someone else, and there's a ton of them on there. Board Game Arena, everyone. So
not sponsored, but
not a sponsor, not yet at least. I mean, if you want to be, you can.
I'll just answer this one again really quick. Phil, we were talking earlier. That's the first thing we talked about is when the fireworks stopped. And for us, we fell asleep around 11:30, and that's when there's still an occasional firework going on.
Wow.
Some people go hard.
Maybe they get the 5th off, and they're like, well, so I got some fireworks and Mount Lightning's off tomorrow. Or, oh, man, that's crazy. Well, I hope you got some sleep. All right. I do see a couple of questions here. I'll let you choose the one you want to start with here.
I see like Terry saying, what's the word on supported devices with iOS 16 coming? Oh, I actually don't know that answer.
I do. I think that's 7.6.
I assume the 6s are probably getting the cut next. I wouldn't be surprised if they did the 7s too, because I feel like those are kind of similar. The 7s just had better cameras on them.
I'm just going to do a quick. Apple's newly announced iOS 16 operating system is compatible with many of the phones that were eligible to run or able to run iOS 15, but it does drop support for some of the older devices, including the iPhone SE, iPhone 6s, iPhone 6s Plus, iPod Touch, and the iPhone 7 and 7 Plus.
Okay.
So it's like you're just sweeping them both out.
Man, moment of silence for the iPhone SE. Like those were a workhorse for a long time. Those are pretty. I mean, and again, they're still gonna run. Like they're still gonna be decent remote cameras for a little bit. Like I've still used some iPhone 6s now. Like sometimes you can have some. They can have some issues with them. So be careful with the older devices. But like I've still connected them to Switcher Productions, and they're all right. That's one of those reasons we say like, with what devices should you get? It's get a newer one that's going to be good for at least 3-4 years.
If you're getting like a really good deal or someone's giving you one for free, like roll with that and save up for a newer one. But I mean, if you think about how long the iPhone 6 has been around, Dan, do you know off the top of your head when that was released? years ago.
I was reading a comment and I did not hear that last sentence, so you're gonna have to ask me again.
Do you know when the iPhone 6 came out? Because like it's been around for a while.
Boy, I don't.
A good while. How about that? So the newer of a device you get, you're going to get some future proofing in some regards. Like obviously there's going to be upgrades and updates on newer phones that come out.
Tim
but
here says, I sure hope it's not, because that's my phone. Oh no, Tim.
I don't think it's the 2020 SE. It just says the iPhone.
No. It's definitely the old ones. It's definitely the old ones.
Okay. Yeah. I'm going to hop over here to YouTube.
Sure.
Samuel Cherry said, can switcher account stream to 2 different devices as a main switcher at the same time?
So I would check out multi-streaming for this, as if you're trying to stream the same event. Now, if you're trying to do 2 different events, what happens is when you log into the main switcher, it's going to log you out of the other devices. So no, you can't stream to do 2 different devices as main switchers from one account, because that first one's going to get logged out and wouldn't be able to do it. Like it might work for a little bit, it might work for the full live stream, but it's very possible that because like it'll stay logged in for a little bit as time goes on. But yeah, I'd be wary about doing it.
Cool. Humes Jeweler says, still experimenting with vertical and horizontal. Most of our customers watch on iPhones. Rodney Humes, and yes, we are a retail jeweler store in Hopkinsville.
Hey, awesome. Okay,
not too far away from here.
We know Hopkinsville well. Yeah, we're in Louisville. If you didn't know that.
Well, I'm in New Albany, so I'm very close. I will say that just the way things are going with, like you said, most of your people who watch, customers who watch are on iPhones. Like most of the videos that are recorded now for people are vertical, which is definitely a big shift from the past 10 years. But I mean, people are holding their phones like this, and you're going to be able to
I honestly, sorry, I'm not trying to cut you off there, Matt.
No, go for it.
Like, I honestly, I don't think it works so well for like this sort of a video, which is why we're still doing the 16:9. But like, I think it looks really good, especially on like Facebook and YouTube, where you can have like if you're really interacting with your chat and you want to display comments on screen, like you can get more of the comment up on screen. You can like really make it look great. I think it looks elegant and really good in the vertical video. And this is coming from a dude who said he was never going to do vertical video in his life.
Look at you. You've grown so much.
I mean, Nick also, when we launched Switcher, or like we're talking about it, like Nick proposed the idea, because Nick and I were doing DJing and video production back then, but he's like, all right, hear this out. We live stream with iPhones and iPads. And my response to him was, who wants to stream? Who wants to do video on an iPhone? Come on, man. So, I'm glad Nick convinced me otherwise, and we're here now.
It's
but
forward thinking.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Fireworks start at 1:25. Oh.
Yikes.
AM?
Wait, is that like a video? Did you share a video?
Oh. Maybe you did share. Oh, you must have shared a video. I thought you meant 1:25 AM.
Maybe there's a video, but hey, there you go. Okay.
Let's see here.
Joseph here said, can I use the bringing in guest as another camera while live streaming? Yeah, you absolutely can. That is what I'm using. Yeah, you can search on our help center. It's support.switcherstudio.com. You can search remote guest there and learn all about it. But that's how Matt and I are streaming right now. I have the main switcher and producing here. Like we said, I'm in Louisville. The Ohio River's in between Matt and I, and Matt's in New Albany, just southern Indiana. So, and he's in his house, so I just sent him the link. He connected, and yeah, we're live now. And like I could send this link out to somebody else, and they could join us live as we're doing this right now. So yeah, no problem at all.
Yeah, we may one day do more in person together, but it.
Yeah, we'll definitely do some more stuff.
Yeah, it's honestly
Gen Con, man. We have to do a live stream from there. We'll figure it out.
Okay, I'm excited. Okay, let's see here.
Yeah. I'm sure the 2020 SE is still going to be around. I'd be very, very surprised if that gets dropped.
I'm gonna hop over here to Facebook. Yvonic. Hi guys, can't seem to see the Carter tab in Switcher. Uninstall Carter and reinstall, but nothing.
Okay.
Make sure you're up to date on the Switcher app. I think I would start there. Go to the App Store.
Make sure your account is linked through Shopify as well.
Yes.
Because you need to have your Switcher account through the Shopify in order for the Carter tab to be in there. And again, maybe Tim, I think you're over here. If you could share the how to connect Carter stuff, that could be helpful to them.
You shouldn't. I mean, you absolutely want to have Carter connected to your Shopify and Switcher connected to the Shopify.
And again, if you're still having problems, sorry, so you finish your thought.
I was just going to say, I would guess that it would just check to make sure you're fully updated on Switcher, because I'm not linked to Shopify, and I have the Carter. Actually, you know what else I would do? Go into the app and hold on, let me get my face here. Go to the three dots. After you slide all the way over on the tabs there, and make sure that it's selected.
I can show you what he's talking about here.
Show what I'm talking about.
He's doing
just
this.
Make sure it's not deleted or slide all the way over there, because you can.
I need to get.
You can delete things.
I'm learning things here.
So, and Dan wouldn't have it there because he's using
I need to. I think people might have questions about that. That's my bad. I need to put that in there. But yeah, and
check there.
Yeah, it's still having problems. Email support@switcherstudio.com. Use the same email that you have associated with your Switcher account, and they can help you out there and make sure that it's all working out for you. Because we want to make sure you're able to get it going. No problem. Yeah, man. I'm sorry. Like if I feel like I watch these videos back sometimes, and I feel like I'm always interrupting you, and I feel really bad. So I'm trying not to.
I never think that, so you're good. Don't worry. Didn't delete anything. Okay.
Yeah. So. So just check it out. For sure, make sure that, like we said, like it's through Shopify, or email support@SwitcherStudio, and the team there can for sure help you out.
Yeah, send us a message. I'm sorry, I can't think of what else it would be at this point.
Yeah, cool. Let's
hop over here to YouTube. Feathers Elite. When we multi-stream to YouTube and Facebook, when we end the stream, it's still running on YouTube, even though we ended it. Any idea why this is happening? This is something that was happening right when we first launched multi-stream.
Yeah, I'd make sure you're updated. Make sure everything's updated. Switcher's on the latest release, and all the iOSs are updated. Maybe even log out of the app and log back in. Don't delete it, because then all your assets and stuff and your recordings will be away. But if you log out and log back in, that could help possibly update it. You can go into YouTube. So if you go into the YouTube Creator Studio, you can go in and find your live streams and end it there. If it's still going, is a way to make that stop. But that shouldn't be an issue. If you're still running into it, that's another one. Email us and we can take a look. So yeah.
Samuel says I have 6 SE2 currently as of my. Oh, man.
Okay, so the SE2s, I think those are the ones that came out in 2020, and I think those are still good to go.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I read it wrong. Gotcha. Fieldhouse right underneath that says, with the multi-sharing, can I finally stop using Restream account?
So it depends on what you're looking for. So like the basic account for Switcher Studio allows you to multi-stream to 2 locations. So if that's all you need, then yes, you have the abilities to do what you need to within Switcher. Again, like if you're trying to do something more crazy, or I'd at the very least test it out and see if it's going to work with multi-streaming with what you want. I know Restream has some more robust options, or some other things as well, but Yeah, as far as I think for most people, the multi-streaming to something like Facebook and YouTube is more or less what people are going to need.
So if you're doing that, then yes. Well, I'll just say it. Okay, let's see here. Oops.
I see Tim over here on Facebook helping out with the Carter stuff. Appreciate that, Tim.
Yep, thank you, Tim. All right, so Joseph's asking, how do you delete pictures and videos from your Switcher cloud? Please show me.
Okay, I will do that. Let me make sure my Switcher cloud is here.
Wait for it. Hope you're all having a great day so far. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Ask your questions if you're just joining us.
Phew, I almost just like did this multi-view and just was gonna start explaining, and you were gonna have to be like, Dan, you're sharing the iPad screen, not what you need to share. So I'm on the Switcher Studio dashboard, switcherstudio.com. The login's in the upper right up here. So yeah, this tab over here, you see the Switcher cloud. Here's a whole bunch of assets. You can, select them. Let's delete this 7.0 stuff. I don't need this anymore. So you select them, and then there's the delete button up there. Are you sure you want to delete the 4 files? Yepers.
So long, 7.0.
I think there's another way to do it where you can like see all the files too. So like sometimes there's some metadata and whatnot, so you might need to like delete these as well. So just make sure you're going down to the bottom ones as well, to raw files as well if needed, and getting them out of there.
Great.
Good question.
Yep.
I don't know if you can delete them from within the app or not. I assume you probably can.
I can look. Hold on.
I can do it right now,
Okay.
Should we check it out live?
Yes, do it live.
This one doesn't have any. All right, I need to switch my demo account, guys. Like I'm failing on that department. Next week I will have that squared away. I can check it on my main device.
Yes, you can. You can. So you can press the select button at the top, and it brings up the circles, and you can select which ones you want, and then press the old trash can.
So yeah.
So sorry, I can't show
plus
you.
icon, Switcher cloud from there, and then, yep. It's basically the exact same. Just so you'll from here, you'll plus icon, and you'll go to the Switcher cloud here, and then up here in the corner is a select. So you tap that, tap all the assets you want to get rid of, and then there's the delete icon up top that you hit. There's my shadow boxing version.
Perfect. Well, we'll get some more. We'll be more up to date next time, promise.
Yeah.
All right. Samuel Cherry says, "Yeah, I thought so. I think we're talking about multi."
This is the remote guest.
Yeah. Okay. Thought so. I want to make sure, and it does exactly what you said. Will multi seats come, or can one account have multi $49 plans to stream more than one event in different locations?
Oh, we're talking about
multi seats, multi being able to do multi places.
Oh, so just having people in different locations. Yeah, like you can stream.
Well, the original question was the original question was, can the Switcher account stream on 2 different devices as a main Switcher at the same time? So like, you streaming there with one login, and me streaming here with one login.
Yeah. So the remote guest, you can have people from wherever join. So it doesn't have to be like just one location. Anyone with that link that you share out from the remote guest can join. So, like Dom was in the chat earlier in the comments, and, he's in England. If I sent him the link, he would be able to join from England. I'm trying to think of another example. I mean, if someone's in California, I could send them the link. So it doesn't matter where. And yeah, there's how many? Is it 3 or 4 for the main Switcher? I just need to remember this stuff. Maybe I just need more coffee. I think so.
Somebody will tell us.
Yeah.
Hopefully that helps you.
Sorry, that was this question here. I didn't put it up there.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, just going down. I see Joseph Anderson. What was your question before? Okay, I think this is
because having a problem with more iPad and iPhone on the same network dropped. So I believe the guest feature allowed us not to be on the same network, right? So talking about remote guest being on the same network, I think.
is that this one here? Am I looking at the right one?
Yes. Yep. So we're all doing really well this morning, everybody.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Okay. I get this question. Yeah. So you would not be on the same network. You don't need to be. However, if you're like in the same room and like, let's say, I'm gonna try and think this through. Like, let's say Matt and I are in the same room, and like I have a mixer that's plugged into the main switcher, and I have the mic running to Matt, but he's connected over video chat. So he's using the audio from the room, but the video from the video chat, that might be out of sync a little bit and might be off. We're actually working on a solution to try and make that be able to sync up with everything. But that's not possible right now. So that is like the one big downfall of doing that. So if you are running like a remote guest in the same room, you'd want like, and it's of a close up of somebody, or they're, they're going to be talking on that, you'd want to make sure that their mic was going through that as part of the remote guest thing. And yeah,
hopefully that helps. Yeah. You have to be thoughtful of that delay.
Test. Make sure you're testing in those situations where you're getting a little more involved. And if that, I'm sorry if I feel like it made sense in my mind. So if I'm still way off, that's my
doing
bad.
Really well. Hey, it's okay, Dan. Have some more coffee. Alex, good morning. Glad you can finally get a chance to see us live. Joseph, definitely things that have been talked about. Not here yet, but definitely has been talked about. Reagan, hello. Hope the Philippines are doing well this morning. If you are just joining us, please ask your questions in the comments here. Dan and I will. Usually these live streams are about 45 to 50 minutes, but it really depends on
30 minutes and an hour. Yeah.
Sometimes, somewhere between 30 and an hour. It depends on how many questions you all have, but we will just be here until you all run out of questions. So please ask them. And
we do. In the meantime, I know like these ones sometimes run a little bit shorter because we are live right now in the enthusiast group and the YouTube page. And the reason we do that is, when we go live to the main page, we get a lot of the same questions like, can I use Android cameras? Can I do stuff that a lot of you all already know the answers to? So we like to make sure that we can dive into some of those more technical questions with you as well.
Yep.
So that's why we're here now. But like hearing where everyone's watching from, that's always fun.
That's great
as well.
While we're waiting for some questions to come in, if you all wouldn't mind heading over to the App Store and giving us a review, because we want to listen to you and we also want others to know about Switcher, and your reviews help that. So head to the App Store, give us a 5-star, jot down what you think, and we thank you.
Yep. I see Twitch streamer in here from Terry saying incorporating browser sources would be cool for Twitch streamers. Can you think of something more than just like what, Matt, you're a Twitch streamer, so you might know, is there something other than, just like sharing a computer screen that would be like browser sources?
Gosh,
so that's something like OBS does, or?
Yeah, it's something that OBS does. Like really, honestly, the sky's the limit with that. Like a lot of Twitch streamers use browser sources. So I usually keep mine pretty simple, so it's hard for me to say exactly what they do. But if you honestly go to Twitch, you'll see a lot of
So when we say browser sources, do we mean is that like a computer game or something on screen?
Possibly,
that sort of stuff. So just like having a browser tab open.
You can bring in, yes, that's one of the ways, but there are,
you're saying chat, emote walls, etc.
Yeah, chat. Yep, exactly. Just
saying. I get it.
Yep. So really the Twitch community is very creative with what it uses browser sources for. But chat, a lot of Twitch streamers will put the chat on the screen. So basically, imagine where my face is. You see the wall of text coming through, because a lot of viewers, excuse me, want to see their comment on screen. But it's part of it. And also like that way, when you're uploading to like say YouTube later, if you're addressing the chat, the YouTube viewer wouldn't be able to see the live Twitch chat, but if you had it on the screen, you'd be able to see where they were talking about. So, cool. Overlays. Yeah.
I was going to say, because we do have, like the screen sharing SwitcherCast for PC and Mac, but again, that's just that. So we're going to continue to iterate on this. We're actually like hiring positions to fill some of these gaps. So be on the lookout for what's coming. I'm excited for where Switcher's going, and
lots of conversations. So be on the lookout. Okay. See, there's a question here from Bert on YouTube. I'm thinking of using a Mixcast 4 for audio. My question is there a way to connect audio without using USB-C? If using USB-C, there's no way to charge the iPad.
Let me Google Mixcast audio, what that is. Okay. Here is what I would say. So you actually can do what you're thinking here. So that's actually kind of how I have it set up, and you have to grab one of these. So this is an Apple multi-port adapter. So it's got USB-C that's going to go into your iPad, and here are your inputs from
I have one too.
Whatever.
I have one too. I didn't have a USB-C.
Can I make this focus?
Here, I got you. There we go.
Yeah. Okay. So, what you would do is you would need if it's USB-C out of the mixer, and I think just looking at like pictures of that mixer on my monitor over here, it looks like it has that. What you would do is you'd go USB-C to USB-A and plug that into the USB-A port on this multi-port adapter. And then you have the USB-C port open to charge. And that is actually how I'm doing this right now. This mic has a USB-A output, and that's running in there. And I have this iPad charging at the same time. So yes, very, very possible.
Okay. Hopefully that helps you, Bert. Okay.
Can I stream on LinkedIn Live? Yes, you can.
Yep, you can. I know it kind of honestly it's confusing to stream on LinkedIn, but you can. I've not. Dan, have you streamed on LinkedIn before, at least for a test?
I've done tests on LinkedIn. I think they got rid of the cap that was you need to apply.
Oh, they got rid of it.
I think it's out to everybody now. So if you here, I'm gonna put the comment down here, and I'm pushing all the wrong buttons here. Do that one. That's also not the right one. Let's do that one. If you go to support.switcherstudio.com, search for LinkedIn Live, or whoever's watching the YouTube comments, if you could share it over there as well, it could be helpful to see that. Oh boy, all the buttons, wrong buttons.
You got it?
Too many buttons. See, guys, I've done, I can't tell you how many live streams, and I still make mistakes.
Things happen
all the time.
Well, I think honestly the mistakes are going to happen, but the more you live stream, the more you're pressing buttons and practicing, the less major ones that can happen.
Yeah. If you just prepare a whole bunch, that helps too.
That's also true.
I just I noticed about a minute or two ago, I'm like, I haven't had the Coffee and Question Switcher logo down on the corner live.
Oh, you didn't? I didn't notice that either. Whoops.
No one probably would have until I said it, and now we're all gonna look back and be like, "Hey, remember how Dan didn't have the logo up?"
You'll have to put it on there later. Put it in post. Okay. Hey, it looks like we're kind of slowing down here on questions, Dan, which is cool. I'm glad we can answer some of your questions.
I'll just answer this one quick. iOS only for connecting directly, and then you have the remote guest option. But as we mentioned earlier, it gets difficult with your audio. So check it out.
I guess I have a DSLR camera here. That's what I'm using, but I'm in through the remote guest.
Yeah.
Now, if Dan and I were in the same location, and my audio, if Dan and I were in the same location, it would be trickier. There would be a delay, but that remote guest feature is where it's at if you want to use other cameras. So and other locations.
Other feature requests, I'll just mention that one, seeing things like web overlay and stuff. not right now, but again, you can always send us feature requests. We like seeing those as well, and making sure we get the correct things into Switcher that are going to help you all out. But I like this. Oh my God, you're human.
Yeah, he's not actually. Don't encourage him. He's an android.
I'm not a robot. I mean, do you hear how many times I say while I'm live too? Yeah.
I try to be thoughtful of that, but I think I do this.
We had a live stream idea, and I'm gonna be self-conscious about saying as I'm saying this story here. This is way back. Like, I'm talking, Angela and I were the only people doing live streams, and like 5 or so years ago, and I wanted to do it right there. The whole idea was, it was Angela saying and me saying we were gonna be like hooked up to a like one of the dog shock collars, and anytime we say it's like, all right, Dan, explain to me director mode, and anytime I mess up, get shocked. So
we can make that happen for you if you'd really like. No problem, Dan.
Yeah. Last one here I see from Carlos asking about Carter. Check out there's the article I think was already shared in the Facebook comments up above, or again, support.switcherstudio.com. Search Carter, you can find it there. You'll have to get your account to be associated through Shopify for Carter to show up inside there. We have the process fully documented over there, so give that
Tim, if you want to drop that link, that would be great.
Yes.
Cool.
I think everyone, I'm going to throw to you.
Much. Yeah, thank you so much for your questions, everyone. I hope you have a great rest of your Tuesday or early Wednesday. What day are we? And we just love doing these with you all. Dan, thanks for your knowledge. And Tim, every time I mention being tired, shock me. I hope you all have a great rest of the day. We'll talk to you later on. Peace.
Thanks, everybody. Take care.